Hello, my name is Claire Niermeyer, and today I'd like to touch back on the issue of overcrowding in schools and how the lack of funding has a great effect on that. And this specifically applies to public schooling. And there are some that argue that they do not see benefits from giving more money to schooling and rather putting that money elsewhere. And specifically, the Education Secretary, Betsy DeVos, said she hasn't seen any connection or improvement from giving more funding to schools. And she says it is ill-advised to believe that, but it has been debated for a very long time. And actually, it's shown if you spend the money wisely, consistently, and put it in the right places, then it really can help benefit this and benefit families, students, teachers in schools as well. And so I would like to bring up how it improves for overcrowding in specifically public schools, as I said, and low-income areas which need it the most. And touching back on some of the issues overcrowding causes, a huge one is students will fall behind because they're not getting the correct amount of one-on-one attention from teachers. Teachers become extremely stressed out. There's an increase in noise levels. There's a lack of supplies for everyone to be able to use, and just overall it creates a stressful environment. So what funding can do to help a lot is it can really bring more supplies, like I said, to classrooms. It can create more teaching jobs, to be able to fund more teaching jobs to help kind of break up those bigger classroom sizes. And with extra material, if it's not possible to hire more teachers at the time, or build another school, or a new school isn't ready yet to help the overcrowding problem, then kids will have more materials to work with rather than having to share, which doesn't benefit most kids. How to get this money? Well, you gotta lobby for the money from local representatives of state and local. And some ways to be able to get their attention is, one is you could invite your local representatives, encourage your administrators and teachers to invite these local representatives to your school so they can physically see what the issue is with the overcrowding. Another one I have learned about is to solicit money, which a lot of private schools are funded from raising money for themselves in tuition, but public schooling obviously does not have that, so they can raise money and solicit that from their community, but this doesn't exactly work when you have a low-income area, and it isn't exactly fair to those areas because some higher income areas can have that money to be able to create more schools and create more job opportunities, more training for teachers to deal with overcrowding, and just have more materials in general. So really lobbying is the best when you're trying to find more of a budget. And in general, I feel this shouldn't be an issue because education is extremely important, and when it's overcrowded, you're not getting the best results, because to improve overcrowding, it shows there is better success for students in general. So a couple of solutions for overcrowding besides money, if that really you can't get the money, is for teachers, they can maybe create more grouped lessons that she can talk in smaller groups to help with my one-on-one time to get each kid's opinion, but not as a class as a whole, where it's kind of harder to see how kids are doing. Maybe encourage volunteering to help in the classrooms. Um, Create shared activities that aren't going to spread to the whole class being distracted, and the smaller groups will help with that, and they will learn more because they are more focused. So if the money can't be provided, which a lot of time it can't, and it really is probably the best solution for overcrowding. There are ways to improve otherwise, but I do feel that money, more funding, more fundraising is the best solution to overcrowding.